Toxic relationships are a challenging thing to be in. Why? By their very nature they are. Have you been in some? Are you in one? If you find yourself consistently in relationships that resemble one another, then that's something that you may need to consider. You may not yet have even observed the pattern. That's why the inventorying process suggested in 12 steps is so useful. I talk about it in my book Recovery, and I talk about mentorship and getting help with mentors in my book Mentors. What I would suggest you do if you continually find yourself in toxic relationships, once you have diagnosed that you've done it more than once, you have to think about what it is in relationships you are looking to resolve or what you are looking to connect to. Many problems I've had in relationships have been derived from the fact that I've expected the other person in the relationship to make me feel better about myself. I've been turning to them to make me feel fulfilled. And if I'm honest, I still do that in my relationship with my wife. But because I'm more aware now, we are both able together to observe where our relationship may be getting in trouble. And as I've said to you before, I use external resources. This is happening in my marriage. Why is this happening? And then one of the mentors that I turn to will say, seems that that's an unreasonable expectation that you have of your wife there. Or have you tried communicating this? Or do you think X, Y, Z? Wendy Mandy, in the episode of Under the Skin we did, talked about how relationships can start to be sort of self-cannibalizing and overly insular because we don't live in tribalized societies where you have connection with various elders and various peers, that there becomes a kind of claustrophobic it's sort of insular nature to relationships, like you're trapped in a frosty igloo of just the two of you, not even a penguin to distract you, because this is in the Arctic or Antarctic, don't know where igloos are now that I think about it. So if you continually get in toxic relationships, you have to look at what it is that you are looking for in relationships, or what your expectations are of the relationship. If you just happen to be in one now, you have to think, well, what is it that could change about this relationship? And it's always change yourself. It's never change the other person. You can never change another person. I've really tried to. Like getting into it's like not a car, is it? You can't say, I'll get this car now and then I'll paint it red at some day in the future, or I'll, attach a sidecar to it or put a floral design on it. That's the car. If you don't like that car, walk away, get another car, or recognize, okay, maybe I can live with this car as it is. The car is just a metaphor, you understand? I don't know anything about cars. I'm saying, I'm not Jay Leno. I'm saying, if you or Rich Rolls, if you are happy, if you're not happy with the person you're with, you have to look at, is there something you can change in yourself? Is it something that you can tolerate? And really, you should continually be working on yourself and your expectations within a relationship. A toxic relationship is likely, in my opinion, caused by an unrealistic expectation. If you're in a toxic relationship that can't be amended and that you don't think you can change yourself, then you have to leave that relationship, and then you have to look at why you're afraid of leaving that relationship. I can't, financial reasons, psychological reasons. Then you know that the relationship isn't really the problem still. It's you. It's your unwillingness to leave a relationship. So, in a sense, it is never external. The toxic relationship is a relationship you are having with reality, a relationship you are having with yourself. I suppose the exceptions might be if you're a little child in a toxic relationship with your lone parent. A child doesn't have, the capacity to autonomously decide to walk off out of that relationship. So that's the exception. But you're not a child, are you? You're an adult. You're not a little child watching this on YouTube. If you are and you think you're not safe with your parents, then you do need to talk to external authorities. But this is an entirely different issue now. We've been through cars, we've been through children, toxic relationships. If you want to change them, change yourself. Hello, I'm doing these new videos more frequently now. Please hit the notification button at the end of this video, because then you'll get a little bell when I post a new video. And I'd like you to get a little bell when I post a video, then I can, I don't know, be buzzing away in your pocket. Sounds like I'd be like a little pocket mosquito. Anyway, subscribe, click the bell, because I want more people to watch the YouTube videos. You, specifically.